Hello there, my name is Jamie, and today I'm going to be teaching you a chair yoga practice that is great for beginners and also just great for finding a sense of freedom and openness in the body. And so if you have a folding chair, that will work great, something preferably without arms. And if you wanted to put a blanket on the back of your chair, you could, or if you needed to add a little bit of cushion to your chair, you could add a blanket or a pillow onto the chair as well. And I like to bring my mat onto the ground for my feet. A few other objects you might consider having for your practice today are a couple of books or props, or a pillow or yoga bolster. And we're going to start our practice off today with one of my favorite breathing techniques called alternate nostril breathing. This is really great for relaxation, balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain, and again, just feeling a sense of freedom in the mind, in the body. And we'll start off with our Gyan Mudra. So index finger and thumb can come together on that left hand. And the way I like to practice my alternate nostril breathing is by starting to close my right nostril off first and bringing my index finger in between my eyebrows. Starting by breathing in through the left nostril, filling all the way up, closing the left nostril, and then exhaling through the right nostril. See if you can make that exhale just a little bit longer than the inhale. Breathing in through the right nostril, filling all the way up, closing and holding, and then exhaling through the left. So each time you exhale through one side, you inhale through that same side. So just continue at your own pace, slowing it down without straining. The next time you exhale through your left nostril, you can release both hands down, index fingers and thumbs together, or maybe even rest the palms together, rest one palm into the other, bring the thumbs together. Take a moment to feel the natural sensation of your breath in your nose. And if you would like to take this time to connect with an intention for your practice today, you could say something like, I am open, I am present, or if there's something else you would like to focus on at this time, or even a prayer that you would like to invite into this space, if that is in your practice, do that at this time, just feeling the soft breath in the body. Very good. And from there you can begin to open the eyes, and we're going to begin to move into our seated mountain pose. So you can move the pelvis forward into your seat. Come to sit nice and tall. Feel the feet rooted into the earth. And just begin to feel as if your feet are being pulled into the earth, but at the same time the crown of the head is moving up towards the sky. Feeling stable and strong. Feeling those sitting bones rooting down into the chair. And then from here, maybe you even start to pick up the toes a little bit. So picking up the toes and feeling the balls of the feet rooted down into the mat. Just getting a little bit taller through the spine. And then reaching the arms out to the side. Flipping the palms forward. And then let's take a nice big inhale as we relax the toes down, palms come overhead, and then exhale, just reaching out. Getting to open up. A nice big inhale, reaching it upward. And then exhale, reaching it out. Good. One more time. Inhale, reach it up. And this time as you exhale, bringing the hands down into that Anjali Mudra, down to the heart center. And then noticing from here what's going on with the wrist today, so we can open the palms, kind of like we're opening a book, but opening a book away from us. Bringing the backs of the hands together. And then seeing if you can push the tops of the hands together, allow those shoulders to relax down. Let those fingertips face in towards the heart. And then palms come back together. Very nice. From here, we'll do the exact opposite. So we'll open the hands towards us like a book. Backs of those hands come together, just moving in a way to make this work, to get a nice stretch through those wrists. Maybe those wrists or the backs of the hands pressed together. Palms of the hands come back together. And then let's interlace the fingers from here. Press the palms all the way forward. And then start to reach it up. Notice if there's a stopping point for you. Maybe you need to pause for a moment. Root back into those sitting bones. Again, taking it all the way up. Take a moment here. You can lift the gaze up. And if this is too much, maybe bending the elbows if you need to. And then let's take the fingers apart, make soft fists with the hands, take some circles, one direction, and then the other direction. And imagine you're grabbing a hold of some handles overhead and just start to pull it down, lift the heart up, take it all the way down to the earth. And then just release, wiggle the fingers. And let's start to just roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. You can sync the breath as you inhale, bringing them down as you exhale. And then come back to that seated mountain pose. Feeling rooted. And from there, we'll move into our seated cows and cats. I'm going to turn to the side just in case you have never seen cow and cat in a chair before, so you can see what's going on with the spine. Again, everything is stacked here in my mountain pose. And as I move into my seated cow pose, my seated heart opener, hands can slide back. Heart can lift up. Notice this arch in my low back. And then notice how far is too far for you with the head. Maybe the chin just softly opens. Stay here for a moment. Feel the breath. And then gently move into your seated cat pose. So drawing the ribs back, drawing the hands forward. Maybe the chin just drops down slightly to start. And then take your time, take it slow. I like to wait until I'm in my full expression of my cow pose before I take my inhale. And then exhaling, again rocking back into my cat. Okay, I'm going to turn forward again. So just moving here, noticing the spine today. Noticing any sounds that you hear in the distance and bringing it back to the feeling of your breath as you move through this moving meditation. And then the next time you come back into your seated cow pose, let that heart lift up. Extend the arms out to the side. Feel the shoulder blades move towards one another behind the back. And then begin to bring the hands to the heart. And just noticing how that feels in your body. And then maybe take a nice big inhale, fill up all the way. Open the mouth, exhale. Good, one more time, big inhale. Very good. From here, I'm gonna move just a little farther up into my seat. Notice what's going on with the lower body today. Extend the right leg out. And just take some circles with that right foot, opening up that right ankle. And then take it the other direction. And then just to open up the front of the ankle and foot, I like to point through my toe, get nice and tall, and really feel that left foot press down into the earth. Bring my arms out to the side. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Palms of the hands come together. Exhale, hands coming down to the heart. From here, I'm going to softly inhale. And then exhale, I'm going to start to twist out over towards the left. See how it feels to look a little bit over that left shoulder. Take another inhale. Exhale, coming back to the center. Good. Inhaling again. And then exhaling, opening out towards the right, looking over that right shoulder. And another inhale here. Exhale, coming back to the center. And then going ahead and bringing that right foot back in. Arms come down, nice and tall, seated mountain pose. From here, I'm going to extend the left leg out. Again, take some circles with the foot. One direction. And then the other. And then pointing and flexing. And then pointing through the foot, arms come down by the side, nice and tall. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhaling, hands down to the heart. Good. Breathing in here. Breathing out, rotating the chest first over to the right. Looking over that right shoulder. Inhaling here. Exhaling back to the center. Breathing in. Breathing out. Rotating out to the left. Looking over that left shoulder. Inhaling here. Exhaling, coming back to the center, and then bringing my left foot back in. I'm going to scoot my chair back just a smidgen. Very good. From here, let's just walk the feet wide. So it's just kind of heel toeing. It's like a goddess stance here. And we're going to begin to practice our Sufi grind. So very similar to what we do in a circular movement on the floor. We'll try that in the chair. And we'll start by, again, kind of moving like cow pose, lifting the heart up, slightly rotating out to the right, and starting to slowly move in a circular movement, bringing the heart forward, and then pulling the ribs back towards the back of the chair. Lifting the tail as we move forward, moving the pelvis back towards the back of the chair as we move back. Good, you can slow this down, and we'll do a total of 5 in each direction. This is really nice for getting into the sides of the body as well. And then take it the opposite direction. And on that last one, just relax all the way back and stretch all the way out. Looks like a star pose here, just reaching back in space. Again, you could interlace the fingers and maybe flip the palms up. Just finding a full body stretch here. Very good. Palms can come together and down to the heart. And we'll bring it back up to our mountain pose. Moving into a little more movement in the lower body, opening the hips for some low lunge supported with the chair. So first we'll start by stretching out that right side of the body, heel toeing out over towards the left. I'm going to stack my left knee directly over my left ankle and hold on to the chair if I need to for support. And then see what's comfortable. For some of you, you might want to bring your block down to support your knee. And find what works. For some of us, it's better to tuck the back toes under. Sometimes that's more difficult and you need to bring the top of the foot down. So again, just find what works for you. And I like to hang on to the base of my chair here because it helps keep my shoulders nice and relaxed down. And we'll start, I'm going to bring my right hand onto my hip and just start by tilting my pelvis, very similar to what we did in our cow and cat, just to notice the tension on that right side today. And then hold, feeling the heart lift up. Right arm can rest down by the side. And then I'll start to reach my right arm up and over, side body stretch, reaching towards the back of the chair. And then guiding my right arm back, spinning the heart up towards the sky. It might even feel nice to drop the left ear down towards the left shoulder here. Tilt the head forward and back. Again, do what feels good for you today. Drawing the breath into that right lung. And as I slowly come up, I'm going to take my hand to my knee, so right hand to my left knee or left thigh, very relaxed here, starting to move into my seated twist, or my lunge twist. So my right hand here is supported on the chair, or both hands can reach for the back of the chair. And I'm not forcing here, I'm just very gently feeling my inhale lengthen, and my exhale, lift my navel upward. And then on my next exhale, I'm going to gently unwind, heel toe, come back to the center, and just take a pause in my mountain pose. Notice the difference between my right and left side. I'm going to make sure my computer is still going. Very good. And then from here, rocking back into your cat pose. Dropping the chin down towards the chest. And then finding that seated cow pose, opening the heart. And back to that seated mountain pose. Very good. We'll start to take our lunge on the other side. So beginning to heel toe. Might be a different story on this side, so maybe you need a block. Just for reference, that block could come here to support the knee if you need to. And then again, just relaxing the arms, starting to tilt the pelvis here. Noticing those both sides without judgment. And then you can start to reach up through that left arm, opening the heart here. And then side bend, reaching up and over. If you did it on the other side, maybe you drop the ear down towards the shoulder. Feel the breath. And lifting my head up, nice and slow. Coming into my lunging twist from here. So many different ways to find this twist. Maybe you just reach for the side of the chair. Again, without forcing, hands could always rest on the top of the back of the chair. Staying in tune with your breathing. And then on your next exhale, gently start to unwind, heel toeing, back to the center, pausing in your mountain pose. Rocking back into your cat, dropping the chin down towards the chest. And then as you move into that seated cow pose, again, reach both arms all the way up and overhead. Palms of the hands come together. Exhaling, hands down to the heart. Coming back to that intention that you started with at the beginning of the practice. Very good. Beautiful. From here, we're going to extend that right leg out again, and you might even bring your blocks in. Just have them handy. We'll extend the right leg out. Let's reach those arms all the way up and get up and overhead again. Inhaling, exhaling, hands down to the heart. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, rotating out to the left. Inhaling. Exhaling back to the center. Breathing in to get tall. Breathing out, rotating to the right. Inhaling, exhaling, coming back to the center. Hands can rest on the thighs. Find your seated cow pose, open the chest. And as you exhale, hands can stay here As you dive the heart forward into your seated forward fold, you could always bring your pillow or blanket into your lap, or hands can come down to your blocks at whatever level suits you. And then whenever you're comfortable, you can start to drop the chin down towards the chest. And stay in tune with the sensation of your breath in your nose. Very slowly start to press yourself up, bringing your head up last, back to your seated mountain. Inhaling, reaching those arms all the way out and up, palms together. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Extending the left leg out. Breathing in. Breathing out, twisting to your right. Breathing in. Breathing out, coming back to the center. Inhaling to get tall. Exhaling, twisting out towards the left. Breathing in. Breathing out back to the center. Hands coming down into the lap. Inhale, seated cow pose. Exhale, seated forward fold. Finding what works for you. On this side, dropping the chin to the chest. Slowly press into that right foot. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring the head up last. And from here, we'll go ahead and sit all the way back into our chair. And from here, we'll do some neck opening and neck rotation, starting by looking over the right shoulder, lifting the chin up towards the sky, opening the front of the neck, and then dropping the chin down towards that right shoulder. Very slowly, the chin can start to slide to the very center of the chest, pausing there. And then gently lifting the chin back to center. We'll do that on the other side, looking over the left shoulder. Lifting the chin up towards the sky, opening the front of the neck. Exhale, dropping the chin down towards the left side of the chest. And again, taking your time to slide the chin to the very center. And then lifting the chin all the way back up. Working into the sides of the neck, you can begin to drop the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Maybe the head tilts forward, back until you find that edge or sweet spot. Feel the rest of the body root down as you feel the openness or tightness in that left side. And very slowly bring the head back to center. Take a pause. And then starting to drop the left ear down to the left shoulder. Again, find that sweet spot. Pause. Feel the right side of the body root down. Equilibrium. Gently bringing the head back to the center. Just noticing the whole body. It might feel nice to just take your fingers on the outside of the jaw, let the jaw hang open, and just slide down. Open the front of the neck and just pull the skin of the neck gently down. Big inhale. Open mouth, exhale, just tapping the chest. A little thump, thump, thump. Very good. Before we wrap up for our final relaxation today, we're going to do one more seated forward fold or hip opener, whatever you choose. We'll start by just kind of stretching the left leg out, and you want to make sure you're all the way back in your chair for this seated pigeon or seated figure four. And then just cross your right ankle over your left and just see how this feels to start. See if you can feel just that subtle stretch on the outside of the right hip. And this might be where you pause today. Option 2 is you can begin to bring that right ankle above the right knee. And again, if the knee's coming up really high, be very cautious, just relax down. Or you can start to slide that left foot to the floor, again keeping the knee over the ankle. And this might be again where you pause today. If it's really talking to you, just stay here. Or maybe you come up away from the back of the chair, feel the heart open, and then gently start to fold forward, dropping the chin down. Finding what works for you today, being here with the breath. And slowly moving up, sitting all the way back. Releasing the foot down. We'll do the other side. Again, find what works from here on this side. Could bring it up. Sole of the foot to the ground, sitting nice and tall. Or finding your seated forward fold. Seated pigeon pose. And then on your exhale, releasing gently and slowly. Good. One more big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And then we will begin to move into our final relaxation, or our Shavasana. A few options today. You could bring your blocks onto your feet if you want to stay in your chair. Always press it forward. And you could bring your bolster into your lap and just relax here. The next option would be to just lay on your back on the floor if that's accessible for you. You could always bring a bolster underneath your knees for support. And my personal favorite is a legs up the chair, or supported legs up the wall or legs up the chair. You can find that as well. I like to bring my blanket down for my head. And bring my chair onto my mat. Easiest way to get on that chair, hopefully you can see me okay, is to bring the hip to the chair, bring those forearms down, and then gently just let the legs come onto your chair. Arms can stretch out, or one hand can rest on the heart, the other on the solar plexus. And just give yourself permission to be here, just to rest and to thank yourself for showing up to practice today. And then just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, turning your head from side to side. Just noticing how you're feeling. And if you are in a supported legs up the chair, it might feel nice to extend one arm out to the side or behind you rather. Roll onto one side, let the arm or the head just rest in the arm. Take a moment here. And then slowly start to press yourself up. Thank you so much for joining me for this beginner chair yoga class. I hope you enjoyed it. And light in me honors and gives thanks to the light in you. Namaste.